Hi there, students. Political capital. Okay, political capital is the advantage that you can get politically from a particular situation. So, there was a tragedy, and the opposition, the political opposition, were trying to make political capital out of the tragedy by blaming the government or blaming other politicians. So very often, to make political capital out of a situation, or you spend political capital, you lose some of your advantage, you lose some of your support to solve the problem. And this is one of my criticisms of democracy, that most politicians don't want to spend political capital taking decisions that maybe are for the good of everybody. Political capital also talks about the ability of a politician to influence a decision. It talks about how powerful they are, but that is linked to many different things. Perhaps it's linked to how many votes they got in an election, how much money that was donated to their fund, the number of people that go to their meetings, public opinion. So things that show the strength of a particular politician. Now, political capital is also something that's used in business. Let's see, if you go to buy a car from a used car salesman, then he's, I'm going to make lots of money out of this, and he's being really greedy. And that's because you don't have very much political capital. But if you go to this dealer every day and buy a car every day or not, then you have a lot more political capital. You have a lot more negotiating position. You have power to say, no, I'll give you 1,000 for it, and he will accept that. So this political capital, it's talking about political power. And if politicians do things which make them very popular, then their political capital rises. And if they do things that make them unpopular, then their political capital goes down. This is talking about goodwill, about trust, about influence. And this is how the public feel about them. Yeah, you can gain or lose political capital. You can spend it to get something done. And this is the idea of political capital. So the president does not want to spend any political capital over this situation. And political capital is a very important thing in the world that we live in. Look, this is a humanitarian crisis. However, there seem to be many politicians trying to make political capital out of human misery. This is a problem that no government is going to gain political capital by addressing this problem. So, yeah, governments address all of the problems, they deal with all of the problems that give them political capital, but they never want to spend political capital for things that are unpopular. It doesn't make them bad decisions. The unions are trying to make political capital out of the recent job cuts. The opposition are making political capital out of the recession that the economy is going through. Let's see, capital itself is normally is money. It's the money that you use to start a business. It's the money which you invest to make more money. It's the money that you use to buy a house and then borrow the rest. Okay, so political capital. I think I'm going to give this a 6.5 in formality. Use it in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, or something formal. So, political capital. Bye for now.